bond formation. The compound sodium chloride is a very popular example and given by most of the teachers, which is the table salt, how it forms the bond. I was telling you about electronegativity, I was telling you about the electronic configuration. But let's visualize it, that how they look like. It has, as I told you, to acquire the neon configuration. And chlorine needed one to, so this excess electron and this chlorine deficiency of electron, they, the sodium gives one electron and the chlorine accepts one electron. Now, the most important bit of this lecture, which I want to tell you, is that when the sodium gave away one electron, did it become somebody else electron? Is it no more associated with the sodium? And when the chlorine got one electron from that sodium, was it completely written off from the sodium and was given completely to the chlorine? If that was the case, then there should be no bond, because I had ₹100 note in my pocket and I gave it to my colleague and he went away and I went away. So from where does the bond come? Basically, please note this very carefully, that neither the electron is completely taken by the chlorine, nor the sodium gives away. The chlorine considers it that the sodium was very good and generous to give me one electron. The sodium is very happy that the sodium has done a lot of generosity and given one electron. But it is just a hand to help the chlorine complete its octet, and the chlorine has given a hand to sodium to complete its octet, the outermost shell. And both are happy and satisfied and bonded by the same relationship. Neither that bride has been completely transferred and nor the parents have forgotten her. And this makes a relationship between the two families. So the bride becomes a linkage and connection between the two families. So the same thing is happening here. The girl has gone from one house to the other, but she has not been forgotten by the parents. And similarly, the groom family are also considering that this girl is now here, but originally she belongs to that house. This is the bonding if you want to visualize it. That never the sodium has never given away the 100 notes and the chlorine has gone no. Basically, this electron ties the external orbits, the outermost orbits of both the atoms, and that bonding keeps the sodium chloride in a stable configuration. A compound is a pure substance containing two or more elements. They are chemically bonded. A compound is a pure substance containing two or more elements that are chemically bonded. Can elements lose or gain more than one electron? Up to now, we were talking about the losing or gaining of one electron. Now let us see. The element magnesium is periodic table element, has two electrons in its outer energy level, and oxygen has a deficiency of two in the outermost shell. Magnesium can lose these two electrons, which are the only electrons present in that orbit, and achieve a complete energy level, the fully filled configuration. Magnesium can lose these two electrons and oxygen can get these two electrons to reach the stable configuration and they form MgO bond. So yes, elements can lose, atoms can lose or gain more than one electron. In chlorine and sodium case, there was one electron, and in magnesium and oxygen case, there are two electrons. Now, interaction energy. Interaction energy between two ions is the sum of the electrostatic potential energy of the two charged particles distance r apart. Again, going towards Coulomb, VE of R, as we mentioned in the start, this is the key towards bonding. The potential, electrostatic potential energy, which is a function of R, Z1, Z2 over 4 pi epsilon naught R, inversely proportional to R, and the product of the electrons divided by the electronic charge E2. Zi, I mean Z1 and Z2, are the number of electron moved for the formation of bond. Due to Pauli exclusion principle, empirically, this repulsive potential is given by VR of R is equal to B over Rn, and B is above 0 and N adjustable from 7 to 9. We are not making science. We are basically, when we observe something experimentally, then we are thinking about different models. That if we consider that the unit cell was a cube shape, what will be the role of this particular parameter there? If it was spherical, what will be the role? So all these, we have not gone inside the atoms, but we take experimental results, then we try to explain them by theoretical equations and make some sort of semi-empirical approach about what is happening inside the atom. So when this potential is being modeled, this B and Rn, people are putting various values, iterative programs are there in computers, and I told you about the density functional theory, that which model of potential will describe that sort of bonding. Sorry, I said here Z1 and Z2, but actually they are the participating, the when we are talking of bonding, so we are only considering the electrons involved in the bonding of that. But the case is not that simple, as I showed you here. Yeah, here the nucleus is also attracting electron, and different nuclei in the nearby are attracting electrons. Similarly, the electrons are attracting the nuclei. So the case is not that simple as we are showing you in our lectures. We are basically simplifying things in the easiest possible way to introduce you to the fundamentals of science. The actual thing, when we see something, when we observe something, then we start modeling it via mathematical equations, that which equation will give us result comparable with what we found in the experiments. The negative gradient of the two potentials, this equation, and it will be the force. So this is the force associated with the two or one or whatever, the electrons participating in the bonding. But this number NB or Rn minus 1, n plus 1, here it was Rn, and it gives us this equation. If we take derivative of this, we will reach here. Am I right? In this way, we move between the forces and potentials. So never think that these are completely explaining what we observe experimentally. But never think that they are completely wrong. Are the best, are the closest results they are giving us to make what we get in our experiments. So The bonding and the Coulombic forces and the relevant potentials are discussed when we are moving towards these things. So, when the energy is above this, what is the bonding energy? The difference of energy between total energy of the system before and after bonding. When it is zero, here, this means repulsion will start. When it is minimum, attraction will start. They are not interacting with one another here when the distance are large. But when the distances decrease, the attraction increases and reach the maximum attraction. And if you take them further, remember this repulsion occurs because of the Pauli principle at this stage. Assume this. Now, formation of ions from metals. How we form ions? Because atoms, if they have complete outermost shell configuration, they will not form bonds. Ions will form bonds when they have surplus or deficiency of electrons. So ionic compounds result when metals react with non-metals. It will be explained later at why. Metal easily lose electrons to match the number of valence electron of their nearest noble gas. Sodium is a metal and it lost its one electron to reach the nearest noble gas configuration. Positive ions form when the number of electrons are less than the number of protons. So group 1 of the periodic table metals, they form positive ions with one excess electron. They group 2 metals have 2 and the group 3 metal, not 13. Please note this, it is not 13. Group 3 metals have 3 plus. So magnesium had 2 excess electrons and sodium had 1 excess electron. Aluminum has 3. Yes. So some typical ions with positive charges are these. They are called cations. Anions and cations. So these are the cations. When they have deficiency of electron, we call them anions. Right? So when you use the terms, things, then it becomes very easier to know that how an atom will form a specific type of bond. Ionic bonding, now let us go into a little bit detail that polyatomic ions, a group of atoms that act like one ion. I am coming to this after a break. Thank you.